Brandon Terrell, and I am a Senior Developer and Technical Project Manager with DB Services. FM Quickstart is our free, fully unlocked ERP template that is available to download on the FM Quickstart website. Today, I will be taking you on a tour of the brand new QuickBooks Online Integration that is included with the FM Quickstart version 22 release. This is a fully featured sync process that allows you to quickly and easily transfer data from FM Quickstart to your QuickBooks financial software. It works with all major modules, including customers and vendors, orders and order returns, purchase orders and PO returns, and it will even sync payments. With a simple setup wizard, you can be up and running in no time, eliminating lengthy double data entry across your applications. Let's get started. In order to provide access, you want to navigate to the Setup in the top nav, go into your Users module, and you can see that the QuickBooks Sync is available at the right. Enabling this allows users to initialize synchronizations either from the dashboard or from an individual item. Now, if you go to the dashboard and go to the QuickBooks Sync, you'll see here that there's a handy QuickBooks Sync setup wizard. Clicking on this will first attempt to match all of your existing company's FileMaker to the ones that are in QuickBooks by name. To actually link up properly, you want to make sure that the display name in QuickBooks matches the company name in FileMaker. Now, here you'll want to make sure you include your client ID and client secret from your QuickBooks Online account. You'll also want to add a payment account so that you can sync your payment data directly into QuickBooks. We've used checking as a default. You'll also want to make sure you have payment types. We've done cash, check, and Visa as defaults, but you can add as many as you like. Just make sure the name matches. You'll also want to have QuickBooks item categories. These can be done on the products and services list in your QuickBooks account, and again, you'll want to make sure the name matches. We've included design, product, and services as defaults, but you can add as many as you want. Lastly, you'll see here, once everything is confirmed, you'll be able to authenticate with the sandbox or production account. For testing purposes, you'll want to use a sandbox. When you're ready to go live, toggle this off to authenticate with your production QuickBooks account. Now, when you click Authenticate, you'll be prompted with a sign-in page to your QuickBooks account. You want to go ahead and populate that. And then once you sign in, you'll be redirected right back to your FileMaker application, directly back here, and you'll see that all of our items are syncing. Here, we're getting all of our accounts and line item categories synced between FileMaker and QuickBooks, so we're ready to go. All right, we were successful, and now we can begin. So from the dashboard, you'll see here that we have a few items that are outstanding and ready to be synced. If I click on one, including payment icons here as well. So if I click on this one, you'll notice the icon here says that I have an update ready to sync. Clicking on the green QuickBooks icon here will trigger the sync directly from this item to the QuickBooks account. If there's a failure, it'll show you a status message indicating that there was an error with the sync and allow you to take action. In this case, we were successful and the item has now been successfully synced to QuickBooks, including our associated payment. If we go back to the dashboard and back to the QuickBooks Sync, you'll see now that that item has been successfully synced. You'll also notice that if we can have a Sync All button, this will trigger a batch sync, attempting to sync any items that you can see on this dashboard. So we'll go ahead and click that, and our order and purchase order that we had outstanding will both attempt to be synced. Now again, if you have any issues with these syncs, an error display will come up and show you the results. In this case, everything was successful, including our order and our purchase order. You'll note that you can also open the details here to view specific troubleshooting information about the sync process if there was an issue. You can also at any time revisit the sync log and to check any items that you synced during that process. You can also return to Setup at any time if you need to update your payment types or categories, or under the QuickBooks settings to review any of your information. That concludes this tour of the new QuickBooks Online Integration. We are very excited to announce that this is our biggest FM Quickstart release to date. We have also built in a Leads and Opportunities module, a fully functioning purchasing system, and some additional iOS functionality with contacts and tasks. Please continue reading through the article to see these other features. If you'd like to download FM Quickstart, it is available on our website fully unlocked at www.fmquickstart.com. If you have any questions or would like any assistance with development or consulting, feel free to reach out to us on our website at www.dbservices.com. Thank you very much.